Starting with news from the United States, demonstrators gathered in cities across the United States on Wednesday to protest the Trump administration's early actions. The demonstrators carried placards and shouted slogans decrying everything from the president's immigration crackdown to his rollback of transgender rights. The protests are a result of a movement that was organized online under the hashtags Build the Resistance in 5051, which stands for 50 protests, 50 states, one day. Protesters in New York, Philadelphia and at several state capitals waved signs denouncing President Donald Trump, his advisor Elon Musk and Project 2025, a hard-right playbook for American government and society.
Feed the poor, feed the rich. Feed the rich, feed the poor, feed the rich.
Project 2025 is a fascist program. It is part of a shock and awe campaign by the Trump MAGA regime to disorient people, paralyze them, and consolidate fascist rule. And it must be stopped.
Hundreds of people, including U.S. senators and representatives, protested outside the U.S. Capitol against Trump and Musk. The protest largely focused on the administration's decision to put all directly hired employees of USAID on leave globally and recall thousands of personnel working overseas.
This is not about left or right, it's about right and wrong. This is not about demonizing a political party. It is about telling the truth about Donald Trump's actions and Elon Musk's actions. We must as a people appeal to the consciousness of those moderate Republicans that we can get to stand with us on legislation to save USAID.
Meanwhile, Democratic leaders in the U.S. House and Senate are pushing legislation Stop the Steal. The legislation aims to prevent Elon Musk from accessing the federal government's private, sensitive data on U.S. individuals.
Our bill aims to do a few simple things. One, to deny access to special government employees that don't have to disclose their conflicts of interest or any other ethic agreements. Two, to deny access to anyone with conflicts of interest or lack of appropriate clearance. And three, include personal tax information into existing privacy protections. We call our legislation Stop the Steal.
President Donald Trump has signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in women's sports, the latest in a slew of moves rolling back the rights of trans people. The order is titled Keeping Men Out of Women's Sports. The order, which mandates immediate enforcement, directs state attorney generals to identify best practices for enforcement. The timing of the order coincided with National Girls and Women in Sports Day.
We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
With this executive order, the war on women's sports is over. Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.